Atticus, I ever tell you about the Don who went Sam and Dean Winchester and defied destiny? No. Well, sit back, crack a beer, and open an ear. Story time, baby. It was 1924. I hadn't joined the LBTD just yet, the Lands Between Police Department. I was at the time just brought back to life as a tarnished, a fresh 17-year-old young man. As I awoke, I questioned everything. Why am I here? How am I here? What do I do now? And with no answers coming to me, I began my spirit quest. After a long journey of 232 miles on foot, I saw a fireplace, and I decided to sit down and just relax for a bit. Mind you, Smokey the Bear would not be happy about that shit. And some one-eyed beauty pulled up on me and started telling me all sorts of shit about how she wanted to be my gal and how I'm destined for greatness. And took me to some cult meeting at a place called the Round Table Hold. Some freaky shit went down there. Found a back room with a giant fucking hand with only 2 fingers, and some midget lady who claims she knows more about shit than she does. And well, she told me all about the greater will. Her name is Anya, and she is somewhat of a priest, if you will. She's a servant of the 2 fingers. The 2 fingers relays the word of the greater will. Crazy shit, right? So, the greater will set Queen Marika in her place as our guide, and also set the Elden Beast in its role as the Elden Ring. Queen Marika would start a war after the shattering of the Elden Ring and splitting them up amongst her incest demigod children. Ain't a decent-looking one of the bunch. Truly only faces a mother could love. Anyways, my destiny, as it was explained to me, being a tarnished, was to slay all the demigods and receive their great rooms and become Elden Lord as Queen Marika's new consort. So, I did just that. I visited Stormvale and executed demigod number 1, Godric the Grafted. Then it was off to Caelid. The god-forsaken rotten land was hard to traverse, but I made it all the way to the castle, and I joined in on the festival of trying to bring down Radahn. And I did just that. I whooped his ass until he was crying for his mama. That's too damn. Next on my list was Queen Rennala. Not a child of Marika's, but a holder of a great rune. A gift from her ex-baited daddy Radagon, the great rune of the unborn. An amber egg clutched by Rennala, queen of the full moon, perfects those who have been born anew. Children born anew by Rennala are all frail and short-lived, and perfect beings, each and all. It's kind of like what happened to our dear old little mama's boy's seamster, Bach. Anyways, whooped her ass, and on to the next. And the next one would by far be the scariest place you'll ever go in the Lands Between. It's hell on earth. Volcano Manor. The slumbering serpent lord of the blasphemous Rackard would be there. And if only Anya would have told me I needed a special weapon to kill the bastard. But no, I had to learn the hard way. But end result, I got the record for the largest invasive species snake kill in all of the world. Demigod dead. 4 down. Next would be guarding the corrupt capital of Lane Bear. Mort it. Mommy's little suck-up. Waxed that ass, moving on to his brother. He moved on to his brother Mo, another ugly horn-faced bastard who snuck out of the capital and started his own dynasty. I took his punk ass out later when working with the LBPD, the biggest gang bust of all time. Check it out, kiddos, it's a hell of a story. Anyways, with demigods dropping left and right, I was doing my part. And yet, I would not be granted access to become Elden Lord. America would be cock-blocking my destiny, so I merely suggested to Anya that we'd burn the Erd tree and unleash dust and death. That way, the roots blocking my path would be destroyed. Anya told me she had to wait for the Two Fingers to get back from the Greater Will, but that it could take thousands of moons to get back to her. But more than likely, the Greater Will would be opposed to burning the Erd tree. So I said, fuck you to the midget cult leader and called up they, Melina, and we burned that tree. And I took a trip to Farah Missoula to kick a dog's ass and unleash destined death. Mission accomplished. The world was on fire. It was beautiful. And Anya and the Two Fingers passed away. And the path to Elden Lord was one step closer. But still, America's corrupt golden order would be a challenge. Sir Gideon Arnfair, who presented himself as a friend, would backstab me, try to stop me from achieving lordship. So I had to put that little bitch down, baby. Godfrey, first Elden Lord, the man I looked up to. He was an inspiration, would try to kill me. They say don't meet your heroes, kiddos, and goddammit, it's true. I always thought he was a man of the people, but yet he was just another puppet of Queen America. You see, the Two Fingers in the Greater Will had a plan. They chose to use me as a pawn to clear the corrupt leader they put in place. Queen America and the demigod children were a dark mark on the Greater Will's perfect plan. And after I, the Tarnished, removed all the blemishes from the lands, I would be kicked to the side, told to wait an eternity for a response from an entity that I would not survive. The Greater Will couldn't control me, nor could Godfrey, nor Radagon, nor America. In the end, I am in control of my own destiny. And be it as it may, I was tasked with the impossible and followed through. I killed Godfrey, Radagon, and the Elden Beast, solidifying my spot as the Elden Lord. In the end, maybe the Greater Will was right, but they got one thing wrong. I'd be no consort to America. Grandpapi is a puppet to none. I was given the opportunity to mend the fractured America, and I chose the opposite. Screw that bitch, baby. If you like the story, kiddos, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. But most importantly, stay young, kiddos.